Today we'll make an interesting comparison between two great gaming laptops. On the left side we have Asus ROG Strix 18 G18, which has an Intel 13th generation processor, Core i7, 13650H, and on the video card GeForce 4070. And on the right side, we have Gigabyte G5 2023, which has an Core i5 from 12th generation, which is 12500H, and GeForce 4050 as video card. The comparison between these two laptops will be mainly focused on the following points. First will be the display, second will be the performance, and the third one will be the sound. Battery life will not include in this test because we all know that battery life in gaming laptops is not so great. To test the display, we'll run the same video on both laptops. As can be seen, the display on Asus ROG Strix G18 is a little bit better than the display of Gigabyte G5. The display of Asus ROG Strix G18, it has higher resolution, 2560 per 1600 in comparison with 1920 per 1080 for G5. And another thing is that the color accuracy seems to be a little bit better on the Asus ROG Strix G18 in comparison with Gigabyte G5. Also, the colors tend to be more vivid and looks a little bit nicer than the display of Gigabyte G5. Let's test performance, and we'll start with Geekbench 6. And we run CPU benchmark on both laptops. We have the results. We have 2476 for a Core i7 13th gen versus 2160 for Core i5 12th gen. This means a difference in performance in single core approximate 15% in favor of Core i7 13th gen. And in multi-core we have 13426 versus 7278. This means a difference of performance of approximate 85% in favor of Core i7 13th gen in comparison with Core i5 12th gen. Let's start GPU benchmark on OpenCL. And we have the results. We have 119542 for GeForce 4070 in comparison with 77602 for GeForce 4050. This means a difference of performance approximate 70% in favor of GeForce 4070 in comparison with GeForce 4050 in this particular test. The next test that we'll perform is Heaven an Engine, and we'll select benchmark for both laptops. And we have the results. We have 169 for GeForce 4070 in comparison with 226 for 4050. This means a difference in performance approximate 30% in favor of 4050. This is quite unexpected. 4050 in this particular test has higher frame rate than 4070. Score is 4263 for GeForce 4070 in comparison with 5593 for GeForce 4050. This means difference to approximate 30% in favor of GeForce 4050. Minimum FPS we have 41 for GeForce 4070 in comparison with 43 for GeForce 4050. This means a difference of approximate 20% in favor of GeForce 4070 in comparison with GeForce 4050. And maximum FPS we have 368 for GeForce 4070 in comparison with 444 for GeForce 4050. This means a difference of approximate 20% in favor of GeForce 4050 versus GeForce 4070. This is quite unexpected. In this particular test, actually GeForce 4050 has higher frame rates than GeForce 4070, so it has much or more performance in this particular test. And this is quite unexpected. The next test that we'll perform is GFX bench metal. And we have the results. We have for Aztec Greens Open GL 2 to 7 FPS for GeForce 4070 in comparison with 143 FPS for GeForce 4050. This means a difference in performance approximate 50% in favor of GeForce 4070. On card chase we have 238 FPS versus 144 FPS. This means difference of performance in approximate 50% in favor of GeForce 4070. And in Manhattan Free 1 we have 238 FPS in comparison with 143 FPS for GeForce 4050. This means a difference of performance to approximate 50% in favor of GeForce 4070 in comparison with GeForce 4050. The next test that we'll perform is Cinebench R23, and we'll select the multi-core benchmark for both laptops. And we have the results. We have 19134 for Core i7 14 Gen versus 12379 for Core i5 12 Gen. This means a difference of performance approximate 50% in favor of Core i7 14 Gen in comparison with Core i5 12 Gen. The next test that we'll perform is speedometer. And we have the results. We have 214 for Core i7 13 Gen versus 182 for Core i5 12 Gen. This means a difference of performance with approximate 15% in favor of Core i7 13 Gen in comparison with Core i5 12 Gen. The next test that we'll perform is Crystal Dismark, and we will test the read and write speed of the SSD from the two laptops. We have the results. We have at read 4699 for Asus ROG Strix G18 SSD versus 6697 for Gigabyte G5 SSD. This means a difference to approximate 50% in favor of SSD from Gigabyte G5 at read speed. And on the write speed we have 3603 for Asus ROG Strix G18 SSD versus 3950 for Gigabyte G5 SSD. This means a difference of performance to approximate 10% in favor of SSD from Gigabyte G5 laptop. Let's test the sound on both laptops, and we'll start with Gigabyte G5. Can be concluded that the sound on Asus ROG Strix G18 is much better than the sound provided by Gigabyte G5. The sound is fuller, has more clarity, has more bass, and everything sounds a little more um, a little more with a little more focus on clarity on Asus ROG Strix G18. This is normal because the chassis of Asus ROG Strix G18 is much bigger than the chassis of Gigabyte G5, and it can accommodate larger speaker inside the chassis. As a final conclusion, the display on Asus ROG Strix G18 is much nicer than the display of Gigabyte G5, but please keep in mind the price difference between these two laptops, taking in account that Asus ROG G18 costs almost two times more than Gigabyte G5. The performance, the CPU from Asus ROG Strix G18 Intel 13 Gen is approximate 50% has more with 50% more performance than the Intel Core i5 12 Gen from the Gigabyte G5. The video card GeForce 4070 provides more performance than the GeForce 4050, with the exception of Heaven engine, where 4050 actually score with a little with approximate 50% more than GeForce 4070. Probably it is an optimization or something that facilitates the better functionality on of GeForce 4050 in this particular test. Also, the sound is much nicer on the Asus ROG Strix G18 in comparison with Gigabyte G5. It sounds more fuller and it has more bass. Who is this Asus ROG Strix G18 for? It's for the persons that wants to have a great gaming laptop with desktop capabilities. It is mainly for using inside the house on a desk or something like that, because the weight of Asus ROG Strix G18 is almost 3 kilograms. On the other hand, Gigabyte G5, it is a good laptop. It has a great performance associated with its price. I mean, its price performance ratio is very good. It has almost 1.9 kilograms, and it has a smaller charger of 150 watts, and it can be used for traveling purposes. If you select the quiet profile from Gigabyte G5, you can play with no fan noise and have a great experience. Also, the screen from Gigabyte G5 in games has a great response time, and everything goes smooth from the gaming perspective. So if you want a bigger laptop that sits on your desk, the Asus ROG Strix G18 is the recommendation. But if you need a laptop for traveling purposes or to take it with you anywhere, then the Gigabyte G5 is the better option. Hope that you liked this comparison, and please subscribe to this channel because it provides to us much value and help us provide you great videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.